Have a quick update on what I've been doing of late for a while. Here's the Esprit. Its engine is out, engine and gearbox is out, and the engine is here. And this started with an oil change, and I started finding more and more things that I wasn't happy with. So anyway, I've rebuilt the front and rear suspension. I did do a cam belt change and a water pump change with the engine in the car, which was an absolute mare. And then I found that I had a broken bolt on an engine mount and I couldn't get it out, so I took the engine out and the broken bolt was here and has now been removed. There is some damage to the threads, but I've got a thread repair kit which I haven't done yet. Also, you may notice that all these zinc plated parts are looking very nice and fresh, and that's because I've invested in a zinc plating kit and I've been going around taking parts off, zinc plating them and passivating them, and they do look really nice. And also the water pump here, it looks nice and fresh. That's because it's been rebuilt. I took it off because it was when I did the cam belt change, I noticed there was a weep from the water pump, and it is a bastard to remove because this screw here, if you can see it, that screw is an Allen screw now. It was a hex before, and this is in the way, so I had to carve a lump out of a socket in order to get that off. I took a 10mm socket and ground it back so that I could get in, and anyway, I sent this off to P&M to have it rebuilt, and I bought their new set of screws because I was terrified that they were going to get corroded in. Pretty much everything else has been off, been cleaned, been put back on. I've replated that, and the camshaft housings are off because I'm reshimming the cams. The clearances had closed up a little bit. It's been a while since it's been done, and they were so variable that I've wondered how well were they done last time. But anyway, so that's where we are with the Esprit. With the Maserati, I'm in the process of, I've done quite a lot of work on this. If I can get the bonnet open, and I don't think I can. Give me a moment. No. Right, I've got the bonnet open. Now, you can't really see it very well because it's very dark in here. There's no light down this end of the workshop. So what I have done, the radiator has been out, it's been rebuilt, refurbished, it's all gone back in. I did make videos on that, but to be honest, they weren't very good. I had a few issues with trying to get things, you can't see it really, these fasteners, I had to grind the heads off a couple of them to get things out. But anyway, you know, these things are sent to try us. And right now I'm just going around sort of titivating, refurbishing, because I want to put this back on the road fairly shortly. And one of the things I've been doing the last night, yesterday, was I've taken the number plates off because the original ones were not permissible from British MOT standards, and that horrible double-sided tape was on here, and it's just nightmare to get off. But I've taken the finisher off here. There was a couple of number plate lights, and it was all a bit of a mess and dirty, and I thought, well, the only way really to do that is to take the screws out and remove the number plate lights, and you can't get the screwdriver in because they were rusted and they were at an angle that means that the screwdriver is not, you know, straight in. So I thought, right, take the whole lot out. Couldn't do it because this one here that holds the lock in and goes through the finisher that goes there was corroded, so I had to drill the head off it. Anyway, I've got it all apart now, and I'm going to replace the screws with stainless ones so we don't get any more corrosion issues. And I even took the badge off, cleaned underneath, cleaned the badge and put it back on. And so that's all going to look really nice, and it's going to, you know, be like new. But I wasn't very happy with the area where the number plate goes, because it's got a little bit scratched. Things that people have done in the past trying to get that bloody tape off. But anyway, most of that will be covered up by the number plate, and I'm going to screw the plates on. There were some holes here where someone has previously had a number plate on, which was probably a factory one, and I've measured the positions and everything, and they're okay, you know, they're not skew whiff. So I'm going to drill the plate and fix it with screws and little coloured finisher tops. So anyway, a lot of mucking about really. Changing all the fluids on this. I've bought a top-don RT Diag 800BT, which means I can go into the ECU on this car, because I had an EML light, well, an engine management light on, and I've never managed to work out what was causing that, and of course I can't go through an MOT with that on. So yeah, that's where we are with these two cars. I've been a bit of a busy boy really, but when it came to taking the engine out of the Esprit, the hoist, the arm isn't really long enough to try and take it out as, you know, an assembly, gearbox and engine as an assembly. I was worried that I wouldn't be able to do it very well, even with an engine balancer thing. So I tied the tailgate up to the roof of the garage. I took the gearbox out, and then I moved the engine back on a trolley jack, and then I took the engine out, and that's how I'll put it back in. And yeah, it's all going to be nice and clean. I mean, I love it when it's all clean, you know. And it was impossible to get everything clean in there with the engine in place. So, and oh yeah, the turbo, I took that off, and that has been off. That's been sent off for refurbishment. The exhaust manifold was a horrible, great lumpy cast iron two-piece thing, and well, the refurbishment of that, because it was leaking and there was corrosion and it had gone very hard, and I thought, well, do you know what, let's just buy a new manifold. So I bought the newer type single piece exhaust manifold, which probably weighs half as much, so there'll be a significant weight saving. Anyway, I hope you're finding this interesting. I'm going to continue and try and post another update soon.